Yes, come in. Yes, people, come in. What a glorious day. Let glory be the day today. Yes, sir. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Yeah. Mass world. Come on in here, y'all. Living in the mass world. Okay. Turn up like this. Let me turn this music down, family. You already know we about to go in with the esoteric knowledge. Yeah, it's Charlie Kirk Day. Matter of fact, it's Charlie Kirk week, man. I dedicated my whole channel to this week, and I think we about to wrap it up. I think this is the end. If you haven't seen this episode, go sub up to the channel right now. Yeah, we smoking hot right now. We've been dropping all the decodes. But see, it's the call-in show. And I've been trying to debate Charlie Kirk fans, but it seems like they're suffering from cognitive dissonance right now. Actually, they have made Charlie Kirk this new red heifer, which is what we all know as the sacrificial lamb, called Jesus Christ. Okay, and yes, Jesus Christ had 12 disciples, and allegedly Charlie Kirk had 12 donors. See, the disciples of Christ were his donors, and when you don't pay up, you become a organ donor. And that's what they did to Charlie. Some say he's in heaven in Valhalla. Some say he's in witness protection. Some say he's wearing a skin mask. Some say he's burning in hell. We covered all aspects of his life. Yes, we did. And yes, a lot of the stuff he said, probably I'll give him about 70%. 70% of the stuff he was right, but that 30, we exposed that 30, and that 30 don't add up to Christ. 33 adds up to Christ, and as you can see, the table, how his table was laid out. Let me pull this up. And show you how these tables was laid out. Let me see. As a matter of fact, I think I might have it on my Facebook page. Let me check, because all his symbolism is Christ-like for some odd reason. They sacrificed him on a Jewish menorah and all that. They twisted him up. Yeah, they sacrificed him on this Jewish menorah right here, family. Let's look at it. Okay. This is also a pitchfork, if you want to be honest. You can look at this symbolism in multiple ways. All right. 7 candlesticks on the Jewish menorah is the 7th heaven theory. And there go your Vitruvian man right there. That's the pentagram. Okay. Because they still bear the symbol of the pentagram. Okay. And the root word of pinata is being hit. Pinata, pentagram. You know, I do symbology and syncretism over here, but this is actually the pinata. Okay. Those are all the souls being sucked in or hit going into this quantum computer. And like I said, this quantum computer got everything to do with how people was getting their information out to the followers of Christ. The TikTok, the bomb, or what we call the Big Bang. All right. And this were all a lot of people careers started right here off this ticking time bomb, but that's about to phase out with this censorship because, like I said, they about to use Charlie Kirk's death as a censorship tool. They want people to shut the fuck up if you ain't telling the story right. If you're not personifying this stuff in the correct manner, they want your ass off the internet, sir. Okay? They don't want you on this no more. And the thing is, guess what? The internet is a web full of lies, y'all. You can get everything you want from this device. Okay? And what do we tie this device to? The Jewish Teflon. Let me pull this up, fam. I think we got some of this stuff already queued up. Uh, okay, let's pull this up, fam. Let's do a little screen share. This is your TikTok right here. This is your Jewish Teflon right here. And with this device, you're able to control the damn simulation just like Christ did. And they said Christ was going to be able to follow man through all the ages, but without this chip, or what they call the mark of the beast. And they said in the end of days that Christ will be chipping his people. Okay? Christ will be chipping his people, but they did not tell you this was Kabbalahism, or what they call the cube of Saturn. Okay? This is your Saturnalia matrix. And what do we tie this to? Neuralink. Neuralink. These are the real Zionists that control how you outlook society, fam. This is your Jewish top hat too, right here. You go put on that damn top hat, whether it be the Meta VR goggles or a damn chip that's gonna control your whole movement. See, Christ represents not leaning on your own understanding. Same thing with GPT check. You ain't gotta lean on your own understanding. Okay? You are caught up in a web full of lies. Why are you caught up in a web full of lies? Because you personify the lure of the flies, family. So when we pull up this device right here, we might as well call this Charlie Kirk, because guess what? Charlie Kirk replaced Jesus Christ today. We have never seen a Christ mask this damn large in American history. Let's pull this up. I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna show you why, because this is what they said, sir. They said this ain't never happened before. Look, breaking. Charlie Kirk's memorial now has more people in attendance than MLK or JFK's funeral. And they always wanted a white man to replace JFK. Okay? And Charlie Kirk gonna be the one to do it. Charlie Kirk gonna be outbeat uh you know JFK and MLK. Ain't that something? And they said that these two people were born on the same day. What a coincidence! And they both died by neck injury, allegedly. And some say George Floyd's still alive. Matter of fact, George Floyd got a YouTube channel called George Floyd Gaming. He go live every day. I wouldn't be surprised. See that now they trying to say, let's pull this up, fam, because they trying to say some crazy shit. They trying to say some crazy shit now. Let me see if I can find this. Because now they said they had a damn door he went into. I'm trying to find that picture. If I can't find it, we go chop it up later. But it's just weird. All these revelations going on. Yeah, let me look at this up. They said he had a trap door, y'all. And we go get into the funeral. Here we go, right here. Let me pull this up. Yeah, they said they said when he got shot, Charlie Kirk went into this. And then they popped the fake one out, and then the hand quicker than the eye type shit. Cause guess what? If they did pull something off, everybody in the audience ain't gonna know. They gonna be distraught. They would not know. That's why you got a lot of people slowing footage down. We slowed the footage down of that girl getting allegedly killed on that subway in North Carolina. We slowed the whole video down. Dude didn't even have the blade open when he allegedly stabbed a white girl. The blade was fully closed to where it was open enough to stab himself in his own damn hand. Then some say she had a big ass ketchup packet. She squirted a ketchup packet. I know for sure Trump squirted a ketchup packet because he already knew that shit was coming. So to take a shot at a president and miss, Trump was dodging bullets like the Matrix. See, the thing is, Charlie Kirk never had that protection because he should have took his ass over there to see Benjamin Netanyahu. You can't play with that dude if you got a top hat on your head. If you a small hat, you cannot play around with Benjamin Netanyahu. Look at the Dalai Lama. You think he playing around with Benjamin Netanyahu? Man, they got IDFs here in America right now, and they can't do nothing about them because their intelligence agency sits over the FBI. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, it does. But did you know that you know that they can perform a ritual right on TV for you to watch, and you can't do nothing about it, and you can know who the killer is, but you ain't gonna do nothing about it. Okay. So the next thing you have to blame is the blacks, the trans, but you know who it is in the back of your fucking head. You know who it is. Some of y'all America's just pussyfied at this point. I done fucking, trust me, I done gave up. Ain't no really saving America. If you go save America, you need to save it on a chip. And it tells you this in Revelations that everything's gonna be downloaded. Okay? Tell you in Revelations when you go get your new body in Christ. So this new body in Christ, Kirk is supposed to take on. Austin Metcalf took it on too. You see, I got Austin Metcalf on the right because he was supposed to be the original red heifer, but the white supremacists they didn't get their race war out of Austin Metcalf because Jeff Metcalf turned out to be a liberal, and he sided with the blacks over his son. So, and he squashed the race war. That's why people wanted to hang Jeff Metcalf. You don't even hear about that story no more because of his dad. And I don't think they're gonna show us what's on that video. It'd be the perfect time to do it, though. But let's talk about this Rapture because everybody at this damn visual, they want to be sucked up today. They want to be sucked up today so bad. Trust me. His body gonna be laying in the middle. Just like the Knights of the Round Table. Or what we call the Zodiac. And guess what? They want to go into the light with Charlie today. And if you're a Christian watching, you know I'm telling the truth. You want to be raptured today. If Christ ain't coming back today, I don't know what to tell you. Is Charlie gonna rise 3 days, 7 days? What is it? Been 7 days? And we already showed y'all the symbolism behind the seven candlesticks on the Jewish menorah. Seven is completion. Seven up. If you look at the seven up can, it shows you once you completed your mission on earth, you go up. You go up. Seven up, completion. The seven heaven. The seven candlesticks on the Jewish menorah, family. Okay? The seven crowns. There's a whole bunch of symbolism behind his death. I'm thinking they're gonna resurrect his ass today. If they resurrect him, because I've been waiting on this shit, because this is a part of their whole fucking religion. They're Raelians, or what we call the Scientology cult. Don't be surprised if something happened at that damn arena. I looked at the shape of that arena. Let's look up the State Farm Arena. Let's look up the State Farm Arena, guys. Because that thing looked like a damn UFO. Is this the new one? Is that what it looked like? They got that dome structure. We gotta look at Laura Loomer too. Laura Loomer, she going nutty. I'll be honest with you. Allegedly, that's what she said about Charlie Kirk. And I somewhat figured this was gonna manifest because, like I said, they was using Turning Point. Turning Point was a corporation to undermine America, to get that ideology, a certain ideology pushed. I mean, you got Jewish white supremacists too. You know what I'm saying? So I believe Charlie was in that cult, that cult of Aten, because they still worship this god they call Aten. It's all based off Egyptology and shit. You could tie it back to those people as well. Greek, Roman culture. They call them the Romans because they roam the earth. Why you think we got statues and limitations and shit? Them statues come from Rome and shit. So we still under certain empires. Certain empires control. There's more than one entity that control America. Okay. But now they try to make it a what world government under the guise of the rise of Christianity. But she said this, y'all. Laura Loomer claimed Charlie Kirk was a pro-Trumper ever again. And after this weekend, I have to say he has revealed himself as a political opportunist. But Charlie Kirk already told you he was a capitalist. That's that prosperity preaching I was telling y'all about. And they become Geppettos. The reason why they come Geppettos is because they target the kids. Okay? Peter Pan, Geppetto, Pinocchio. You become a puppet on a string. What I tell you about this damn religion they still worship, this ancient religion, and there go the god Aten they worship in the form of Christ, because he's offering these two pillars, red and blue. I told you red and blue been going on for centuries, y'all. This ain't no new shit. So when I sit back and observe a lot of things, I go with the wind. I go with the wind, man. I don't go with trending topics. See, the reason why I go with the wind because that's nature. Ain't no nature in these damn religious cults and these political cults. Ain't no such political climates. Yeah, yeah. When the pendulum swings back and forth and shit, yeah. But we all know these. We'll get back into that. All these arenas are shaped like UFOs with the dome, the flat Earth dome. And as you can see, the Vatican basement is shaped just like the arena. They call it an arena because it's personifying the aurora borealis. Okay, it's personifying all these energies that's being led into this dome right here, family. So if you under this dome, you will be saturated by the energy of Kirk. And what did we break down? The etymology of Kirk. The Christ mass tree. Let's put it. Matter of fact, let's do this. So we give y'all something to look at. All right, let's pull this up. Let's pull this up. Okay, this is live broadband arena. Let me pull this up. But yeah, it's where the Christ mass is gonna take place at. Let's look at the etymology, family. Clear my throat. Sorry about that. Kirk. Y'all see? Kirk. Last name Kirk. His last name is Church, family. This is the etymology of Kirk, church, surviving as a Northern England and Scottish dialect word from a Scandinavian source, such as Old Norse. Church, family. And like I said, there's symbolism behind the name Charles. That's King Charles as well. All these names and all these entities that, because they said in the last days Christ gonna give you a new name. See, their new name is tied to their business and shit. So you hear all kind of local jokers, changing their name, basically a nickname or a surname. Everybody does it subconsciously. Uh, there's nothing too demonic about that, but on the other hand, if you're doing it for nefarious reasons, it's go fucking you go get some kickback. And I think Kirk got the kickback he was looking for, but he said he was gonna die on his word, and he said that yes, he was waiting on the rapture, fam. So this is your new Christ right here, Charlie Kirk. All right, now let's get back into the festivities. I think they doing this live. Yeah, they doing this live, fam. Hold on. I told you, Charlie Kirk. What we tell you about how he was gonna keep it burning, and how when we say burning, we mean copy. Okay, when you talking about computer terminology, like burning a disk, uh, copying. So Charlie Kirk, well, we might as well call him Charlie Church. That's what really his name means in Old Norse mythology. But like I said, when you refer this burning as computer terminology, because yes, Charlie Kirk was a lobbyist for Zionism. Yes, he was, sir. Yes, he was, sir. His whole administration dealt with Scientology. That's what the Jews deal with. We even went over this with this episode, this Project Stargate. We already, on this channel, we already 50, 100 years ahead of everybody else. So anything that I'm saying right now, we already done said it years ago. Okay? We already done said it years ago. So Charlie Kirk, you got a whole bunch of mini Charlie Kirks walking around. And guess what? You gonna have these people walking around too. Don't forget that, fam. Don't forget that, because everybody ain't gonna have no Secret Service watching their ass when they come out with these microphones. Okay? It's gonna be free range on a certain group of people, and guess what? In the end of the days, they said certain individuals was gonna be slaughtered in the name of Christ. Okay? And allegedly, Jesus is supposed to come through the sky vault, unzip the sky vault, and come for his people. But we went over him last night. Haha, he was spreading a lot of confusion last night. Yes, this guy is supposed to be a Christian man, but he has double horns behind him, and he is a viral TikToker by the name of Quinn Pratt. And he got a lot of people, a lot of Christian folk caught up in the rapture. You feel me? He got a lot of people caught up. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So people are trying to dox people that's in this damn machine, and they're having a mental overload right now. All this stuff is for a nefarious reason. And if you're under this dome, I don't think you're gonna get it. I really don't, because you don't know the difference between the small hats. They both wear small hats. They all work. See, the thing is, government is their religion. That is the one word religion. But to everybody else, everything's separate. This is these arms. That's why everybody got their arms out right here, because they worship this God right here. Aten. This is the God Aten, not okay. And yes, you see, he's holding up two pills, or what we call the two pillars of Freemasonry. And as you can see, his head is elongated too. Okay, it's the what they call the Rothschild bloodline. Anyways, let's get into this Charlie Kirk visual. Let's get into this Charlie Kirk.
How great, how great, how great thou. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Come on, praise the Lord today. Hallelujah.
Wix, one platform, any website, unlimited creation.
How great the chasm that lay between us, how high the mountain I could not climb. In desperation, I turned to heaven and spoke your name into the night. Then through the darkness, your loving kindness tore through the shadows of my soul. The work is finished, the end is written. Jesus Christ, my living hope. Who could imagine? Who could imagine so great a mercy? What heart could fathom such boundless grace? The God of ages stepped down from glory to wear my sin and bear the cross has spoken and I am forgiven. The King of Kings calls me his own. Beautiful Savior, I'm yours forever. Jesus Christ, my living. Sing hallelujah and hallelujah. Praise the one who set me free. Hallelujah. Death has lost its grip on me. You have broken every chain. There's salvation in your name. Jesus Christ, my living hope. Then came the morning that sealed the promise. Your very body began to breathe, and out of the silence, the roaring lion declared the grave has no claim on me. Come on, church! Then came the morning that sealed the promise. Your very body began to break, and out of the silence, the roaring lion declared the grave has no claim on me. Jesus, yours is the name.
If you are targeted,
I gotta show y'all this video of Pam Bondi, man. Some I don't know what's going on, because Trump, he said something about it. Hold on, let me pull this up. He said something about it. That's what he said. He said, Pamela, I have reviewed over 30 statements and posts saying that essentially the same old story as last time. All talk, no action, nothing is being done. What about Comey? What about Adam Shifty Schiff? Big head Adam Shifty Schiff out this bitch. Letitia Daniels. They all guilty as hell, but nothing is going to be done. Then we almost put in a Democrat-supported attorney, U.S. attorney in Virginia. What a really bad Republican pass. A woke rhino. We talked about that woke left versus woke right. That's just a cancer, y'all. That's why two of the most worst Dem senators pushed him so hard. He even lied to the media and said he quit and that we had no case. I fired him, and there is a great case and many, many layers. And legal pundits say so. Lindsay is a real good lawyer and likes you a lot. We can't delay any longer. It's killing our reputation. See? I was telling you this was going to end up happening. Because the thing is, once the reputation is gone, man, the pendulum goes swing back left, and this Charlie Kirk shit, it done popped off. A lot of people are going to go back left, or they go so far right, you ain't going to see them no more. So the Charlie Kirk heads are going to be isolated. They're going to be isolated from the rest of the world, and I think that's what they really want. I think they don't want Charlie Kirk fans to talk to nobody. Yeah, that's what I think. I think they're trying to isolate a certain group away from everybody else, because that's what's see. That's what the message is. Jesus Christ is the Prince of Peace. Peace means division, fam. Peace means divide. Hope y'all know that peace don't mean getting along. Peace means divide, division. All right. Now let's get into what Pam Bondi had to say, because she talking about fake MAGA. And I told you there is fake MAGA out there that has been infiltrated by certain entities. Candace Owens, one of them. But y'all listen, how long did y'all listen to Candace Owens until y'all figured out she was a fry patty? If you had discernment, you would have picked up on that a long time ago, like we all did. We picked up on that a long time ago. It don't take us a lot over here. But if you're a puppet, you're gonna be Johnny come lately. And with Candace Owens, did we ever figure out the revelations behind this? That she sided with a pedo? She sided with an alleged pet. Well, I ain't gonna say alleged. I gotta say alleged for certain reasons, obviously, because it seemed like these other motherfuckers, they could say whatever they want. They could even stream the death of Charlie and their page will still be up. I don't get that. But if you replay certain clips of anything else, your page gonna be shut down. I don't like that shit at all. They show Charlie's death live, but you can't even have a kid fall. You can't even have a kid fall off his bike and record it without getting your page shut down. So yeah, there's some bias going on in America, like it's always been. But once it gets too radical, it's damn near over. That's why they're using Charlie Kirk to finish a lot of people off on the left and the right. So when people was like, "Oh, we gonna go around and dox Charlie Kirk haters," shit, that shit could come back and bite you in the ass. 5 years down the line, maybe even shorter than that. But people are all in their emotion over the new Jesus Christ, aka Charlie Kirk, out this thing. So yeah, we never go get the revelations behind why she stood up for this pedo, and I think guess what? I think he was paying her. Mm-hmm. And have we seen Candace Owens' husband? No, we don't see him. We don't see him. Candace Owens, I think she a damn spy or some shit like that. She getting pictures before the feds get them. I think she involved in some type of organization that her fans know nothing about, just like Charlie Kirk, because his fans didn't know he had donors. He told his fans he was homegrown. Motherfucker ain't homegrown. He is not homegrown. That's why everybody has State Farm. State Farm is the CIA farm. So guess what? Everybody's there getting a download. All right. And hopefully they want this to happen. They want this to happen. But one big science project. This will be the most symbolic science project ever. And that's the thing. You gotta worry about these damn big ass gatherings. These I call them Christ mass, but they can always. You already know they want to get rid of the hard right anyway. Mm-hmm. They always wanted to get rid of the hard right. Why not have it here? Why not pop some shit up? This would be the perfect time to do it. If you a sick bastard, if they really hated the right, they would they use Charlie's body as a decoy. He gonna be chilling in Valhalla, and guess what? They could detonate that whole damn arena if they wanted to. We set up for the Charlie Kirk. We set up for the Charlie Kirk event. And they got all kind of motherfucking bombs and shit going off, planting bombs and shit. They could have hired a private contractor to go in there and plant bombs. You would never fucking know it. You would never know it. And that'd be that. And guess what? They go get that shit on in real time, just like they got Charlie Kirk's soul leaving his body in real. I don't know if y'all seen that shit. I think we slowed it down on one of them episodes. We seen his soul leave his body in real time, family. Like Ghostbusters and shit. Like they had some type of Ghostbuster machine. Right there when it happened. These people like to detect shit like that. If they had this shit planned, they was gonna get everything. They was gonna see his soul leave his body and all that. These people are very sick when it comes to the science. These are real Scientologists. Oh, what would we be able to do if we got this in real time? His soul leaving his body, doing a whole ritual in real time. Just like they said, these damn testers. They said if you wreck one of these will cipher your soul. If you die on one of these, it said it'll cipher your soul. Or shit, it could just probably lay you out. The damn steering wheel open up, it'll shoot you with a dart, or spray some shit in your nose. You never know. Because he down with the X2. He down with the XXX, or what we call the 666. Or the sex, because he's sexually deviant too. He got all kind of porn on his damn website. And he egging his shit on. He egging race war on his platform. So he worship X, or who we call Osiris. Barack Obama Hussein worships Osiris, the penis of Osiris. And that is also the Amazon logo and the Turning Point logo. A crooked ass penis, y'all. I told you. But they personify him in the name of Christ. Because you got to be rebirthed through him. You got to be rebirthed through the male phallus right here. This is all this damn Aleister Crowleyism, sex magic. They all follow Aleister Crowley and shit. That's the goat right there. That's the goat of Mendez, the pentagram. We already put this together. Where is it at? We already put this together with Uncle Sam. Because Uncle Sam, he got the same star on his head as the damn Baphomet. This is America's football team. The cow. Who is the cow? The sacrificial lamb. Kirk, which his name in etymology means church. You don't know who these people are, family. But guess what? They was talking about King Epstein. They was talking about King Epstein in the wrong context. Because guess what? Yeah, he had a whole bloodline walking around on Earth. I think in a backwards way sometimes. And guess what? I think, yeah, Epstein fathered a whole bunch of kids at Turning Point. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He might be Charlie Kirk's offspring. I'm gonna be honest, Charlie Kirk might be the offspring of Jeffrey Epstein in a sick and twisted world. Because guess what? They all manufacture these people, and they are bought and paid for and made in the lab. He was all about IVF, Christ was all about IVF, or an immaculate conception, family. That's the whole point of a woman can be birthed without having intercourse. That was the whole point about Jesus Christ's story. Who is that dude? Who was that dude doing that shit in the 21st century? Jeffrey Epstein. Go look at his documents on what he wanted to do before you go off about some goddamn client list. Because these celebrities, they doing the same thing. They spreading a seed all across the earth. That's the real list. But who are the precipitant? Who is the people on the receiving end of that? People like Charlie Kirk, Candace Owens, Laura Loomer, LeBron James. We don't know where his daddy's at. You know, we ain't never seen LeBron James' daddy, and he's a freak of nature. So I'm pretty sure they, spread they fucking demon seed all around this earth. Peter Nygaard was on that shit too. Peter Nygaard was on the same thing. All right. IVF. He deal with IVF too. He ain't slick. Everybody's been identified. So I don't know why I get a lot of kickback on my page. They all tied in with this Scientology movement. And I told you it was on the horizon. Go read Revelations 13:13, but y'all don't read the Bible no more. I forgot. Y'all don't read the Bible. But y'all at Charlie Kirk's funeral. But y'all haven't read the Bible. Matter of fact, y'all read the Bible. Y'all don't decode the Bible. That's why you still asking questions. That's why you ready for this shit to pop off today. Shouts out to my Christian folk. But some of y'all don't. Some of y'all are doomed, fam. Okay? Some of y'all doomed with these people, all right? Because, like I said, we brought this shit up yesterday. We brought this picture up yesterday, and we brought... Hold on. We brought this up yesterday. Somebody try to ridicule it. Somebody try to ridicule it. So... Where is it at? So we pulled up this, right? And we pulled up this right here. We pulled up this right here. We pulled up this right here. And we pulled up Erica's necklace right here. And somehow we got a lot of kickback from people that are suspected white supremacists. Got a lot of kickback. But just off those 3 photos, anybody with a fucking brain would know how this would correlate with each other. Anybody with a fucking brain. So the KKK is a Christian organization. And these codes right here, they just mean shit, get on point. White people, that's all this shit meant right here, man. And some say this is what killed Charlie Kirk, a damn pocket pistol. Let's look at some of these comments. And Charlie Kirk is the new Jesus Christ. I'm telling you right now. Here in a little bit, y'all go forget about Jesus Christ. Y'all go forget about him. Y'all go start praying to Kirk. And it only makes sense. It only makes sense because they want his body to rise after the grave. Because the thing is, they didn't believe it that he's dead. Some people don't believe he's gone, just like Christ. Some say Christ is still alive. All right. But we all know back in 2020, guess what they was doing in the church, family? Yeah, they was doing that hokey pokey in the church. And they said that you cannot go see Christ unless you had a mask on. Okay? unless you got a mask on. You can't go see Christ, fam. To see Christ, you got to be naked. You can't have no fucking mask on. Can't have fucking donors and shit and be all in this damn pulpit preaching fucking prosperity preaching and shit. That's what Kirk was all fucking about, man. Mixing prosperity preaching with Christ and shit. And then he go give it to the kids. He go tell the kids how to do it. That's their religion. Economics is their religion. But are you supposed to mix this shit together? Fuck no. Only real Christians know you ain't supposed to mix all these damn ideologies together. You go turn into a crash out. And that's what they doing at Turning Point USA. Okay? They got some of this racist shit going on, and you see where it came from. This her baby. This what she wrote. My daughter has literally said the N-word, y'all. This girl at Turning Point right here. Says she's so proud of her. So they raising them babies. They raising them babies. Good and well. But guess what? Yeah, keep it burning, family. Keep it burning. That's the turning point. That is the turning point. And allegedly, let's pull this demon up. Allegedly, this demon is supposed to be replacing Charlie, the lesser demon. See, Charlie's the lesser demon. This dude, Ben Shapiro, yeah, he's the real Jew. All right? He don't play around with that shit. All right? He don't play around with none of that. Okay? The Jews have always controlled the blacks in America. The NAACP family, you see all these Jewish white men in the front row right here. So Jews and blacks go way back. Yeah, they go way back, Prince Hall Freemasonry type shit. Even Whoopi Goldberg's down. That's why I said you got your black branch of the Jewish community. They call it the black boule. You know what I'm saying? That's the black hat, white hat, and there go your Jewish top hat. Because the Jewish top hat, man, he got to appear as a moderate. That's what Charlie Kirk said he was. That's what a lot of these individuals say they are. Okay, but we all know if you want to get on TV, you got to look black, ugly, weird. And then all this ideology gets spread on all of us. So, yeah, I don't like that. Don't lump me in with none of these motherfuckers, all right? People love to tend to lump everybody together. You notice that? Don't lump me in with none of these weirdos. All right? I told you I wasn't down with this turning. I was never down with the Turning Point fucking ideology. The only thing I liked about Turning Point was the structure of the family. That's it. Other than that, man, they had some nefarious shit going on. But of course they did. You can't come out and say, hey, I'm the devil. You got to cloak it in some good shit. You got to dip it in some buffalo sauce. You know, you got to dip it in some tartar sauce. You ain't going to just eat no damn dry ass chicken wing. Unless you a weirdo at Turning Point. Oh man. Let's see. Let's check up on this Charlie. Let's check up on Charlie. I think what they doing now. They still singing and shit. They still singing. I might just let this. Hold on. Let's pull up what Pam Bondi said, because Pam Bondi, she said she tired of fake MAGA talking shit behind her back. But the thing is, who's really controlling Pam Bondi where Trump had to make a damn post like that? And who's been trusting fucking Candace Owens for the last few years? So y'all trust all these people when we've been ahead of everybody else. Now the white people just starting to figure out Candace Owens is a piece of shit. But this piece of shit got a lot of information that people need. So people go stay tuned in. I don't think The thing is, Candace Owens will be canceled once her river has ran dry. Okay, so she could cling on to all this Charlie Kirk shit she want to, but the thing is, she coming out with pictures faster than the FBI allegedly, but people are canceling them. Where does that? Somebody tell me why. I haven't even canceled Candace Owens fully yet because I'm still watching her crash out. She ain't trying to do nothing. She's actually crashing out in real time. So you gotta follow it. You can't just not see it because you go be out the loop. So yeah, I'm still subbed up to Candace. She got a lot of shit to say, and some of these right wing love nuts, they trying to prop her up like Jesus Christ too. And I don't know if you recall, she said she was a Mason, but we said she was a Mason a long time ago, family. Only Masons stand on this Masonic chessboard. And I ain't trying to demonize the Masons, but I made this post. When did we make this post? Last year? Now she just coming out saying she a Mason? Now y'all, oh my God, she said she was, bitch, we said this shit years ago when this picture first came out. All right? Some people know how to identify symbols. Some people don't. But those are the people that's on the internet arguing back and forth, thinking they know it all. You don't know shit if you just with the secular religion. Don't try to come decode shit. Don't try to tell me some shit I done forgot about. That's the thing. These newcomers, they come on and they tell some shit that we already know about, forgot about it. We already done studied it. Basically, shit, the newbies are just reminding us what we forgot about. Like, oh shit, yeah, we did say that a few years ago. That's all they doing. We already just studied it. So the thing is, they haven't reached the level of knowledge where they can decipher what's in front of them, fam. So we see her standing on her Masonic chessboard, and she's standing between the two pillars. Okay, with this motherfucker that's in a nightgown or a moo. These motherfuckers don't even wear underwear under these things. They pedos too. The reason why they don't wear underwear because it's easy access. You can just lift the damn nightgown up. These are what old people wear to bed and shit. All right, that's what I said. A lot of y'all motherfuckers is weird in these religions, y'all. Y'all still wearing nightgowns and moo. But are you lying to yourself? Yes, you are lying to yourself because you don't know shit. See, in this religion, yeah, that's the double cross, fam. Because guess what? You being crossed two times. That's the XXX that they worship in the form of Elon Musk or Osiris, family. So they're not doing anything new. Look at the guy Hua. He's an Egyptian god. You see Hua with his arms out. Do you see Mayat with her arms out? It's all you see. Christ with his arms out represents balance. Okay, that's what it represents. And in these hard right cultures, they have no balance. Okay, hard right, hard left, no balance. They doomed to hell. And as you can see here, Osiris, he's worshipped the X2. This is why when you go down and do your baptism ritual, you worshiping this God in the form of Christ. So don't give me no goddamn Jesus Christ story. Okay? When we can sink this shit. And as you can see, Osiris sitting on the American flag. This Osiris throne. That's why I said, huh, you out here worshiping Osiris. You at the State Farm, State Farm and CIA. That's the farm. This is where they do all kind of experiments and shit. I told you, this the guy they still worship. They go hook your ass up either way. And they got people under this dome and they go cipher energy. It might not be a actual unidentified flying object, but inside is doing the same thing. It's ciphering the light out of these people in the name of Charlie. in the name of Charlie Kirk.
There's free speech and then there's hate speech. And there is no place, especially now, especially after what happened to Charlie in our society.
Do you see more law enforcement going after these groups who are using hate speech and putting cuffs on people so we show them that some action is better than no action?
We will.
And see, the thing is, guess who pissing her off? Guess who pissing Pam Bondi off? You think the left is pissing Pam Bondi off? You think the left is pissing Pam Bondi off? No. The left is not pissing Pam Bondi off. Okay? It's the right, hard right, that's pissing Pam Bondi off. And it says, yes, the overall statement of right-wing extremist violence, including white supremacists, anti-government, and anti-abortion ideologies, has been more frequent and far deadlier than left-wing violence, including anarchist, environmental, and anti-fascist group. I told you these motherfuckers on the right too, okay? It says right-wing incidents outnumber left-wing ones by a significant margin, a 4-to-1 ratio in some data sets, but left-wing violence has risen. It's risen slightly in non-lethal forms like property damage during protests. But the right-wingers, they really been with the murder gang. Guess what? Elon Musk tried to hide it and scrub it off the internet. And I showed people what it was, but people didn't listen. You had the Charleston church shooting in 2015. White supremacist Dylan Roof killed 9 black churchgoers. And then you had this other shooting, but guess what? The thing is, we got a certain group that's separated from everybody else's group. It's called the trans community. So when you want to separate white crimes, you just call them trans. Now, they had to do it because if not, they would be a domestic threat as a white race themselves. They would become a domestic terrorist group just by the numbers alone. I think we done dropped a lot of information on y'all heads, man. I don't think they speaking at Charlie's. I just want to see the rapture take place. Yeah, it's a beautiful setting, though. I think we about to wrap up here. I think I pretty much gave y'all what y'all needed to take with you on your journey to the next level. But we gonna pop up. This is the Rapture watch. We gotta watch it. We gotta watch this take place because this is happening now in real time. There was a rapture that took place with this Charlie Kirk ritual. And we go see it in real time, family. So yeah, I will be on here in a few more hours with the night watch, with the nightly, the eagle-eyed night watch. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you sub up to the channel. We out of here. Love y'all. We out. Mr. Trump.